The most important weekend for fishing in the state of Florida has finally arrived. Good one. Memorial Day weekend 2025 marks the opener for Gulf red snapper season in Florida state waters. This season is a big deal all across the state, drawing fishermen from all over to come down and get their limits of one of the state's tastiest and most desired fish. But one area in particular is especially significant. In the far northwestern corner of the state, a particular combination of environmental conditions creates an extremely unique fishery, allowing anglers to target easy limits of red snapper only a mile or two off of the beach with nothing more than a simple kayak.
A little bit of an upgrade. Nice upgrade red snapper there.
If this sounds incredible, well, that's because it is. But there is one small catch. Due to how amazing this opportunity is to catch one of the most coveted fish in the state, this area has grown pretty popular over the past few years, and with the opener not only falling on Memorial Day weekend, but also being the first time in years that the weather is predicted to be perfect. Come about sunrise, things are going to get insane.
Good evening, guys. Do you want to catch a red snapper from your kayak on opening weekend without being surrounded by 200 other people? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, actually it's not, thanks to this one simple little hack that I like to call doing sketchy shit. To put it to you guys lightly, tomorrow morning is going to be absolute chaos on the offshore reefs. Not only is it the red snapper opener, it's also Memorial Day weekend, and this is the first year in many, many years that the opener has fallen on days with perfect glass flat calm conditions, which means that everybody and their dad is going to be out there fishing for red snapper tomorrow. So in an attempt to try to avoid having to deal with all that nonsense, Chris, a few other buddies, and I are going to be meeting up out in Navarre in the middle of the night tonight and taking the kayaks out offshore to night fish the reefs for several hours before the sun comes up. Now, quick disclaimer here, let me just address this real fast because I know I'm going to get some of you down in the comments going, "You're an idiot!" Guys, look, I get it, okay? I totally get it, no matter which way you cut it. Going out in a tiny plastic boat offshore in the middle of the night, it's not safe. It's just not. This is kind of one of those situations where, like, don't do as I do as I say kind of thing. Like, I don't recommend you guys do it. However, if you do decide to take your tiny plastic kayak miles offshore in the middle of the night, you can expect a pretty good snapper bite. We actually ended up doing this a lot last season, especially once it gets really hot in the middle of summertime. Those water temperatures just get super warm and that bite turns off in the middle of the day. So the coolest part of the day is actually right before sunrise when it's still dark, and the snapper bite is usually really, really good at those times. Now, it is still early enough in the season that the bite usually does last a good couple hours after the sun comes up, but this trick also works really well for the opener when everybody and their mom is trying to go out there and target snapper. If you show up at sunrise, you're probably not even going to get a parking spot, and it's going to be miserable trying to find a reef that doesn't already have 20 people on it. So by going out there in the middle of the night, it can actually be a really good time. So I just finished getting everything all loaded up. We're going to be waking up at about 1 in the morning, so I'm looking at maybe like 4.5 hours of sleep here if I can fall asleep this early. I don't know. We're going to give it a try, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Hopefully we can get on a few snapper to kick this summer off right, guys. Alright guys, we're on our way out to the reefs right now. We got a little bit of weather out in the distance. There is some lightning. That system's about 20 miles offshore, and it is supposed to be pushing due east, but we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. A little bit sketchy, but I think we should be fine. Other than that, nice, beautiful glass calm conditions out here. Water's looking great, clarity's awesome. There should be some fish feeding. We got a couple hours still till sunrise, so we're gonna see if we can put a limit of red snapper together and then maybe target some other species like vermilion, maybe some mangrove, things like that. So let's get out to the reefs, guys. We're gonna start with that red snapper limit. That's the most important part. And into the darkness we go. Take out my brick of frozen cigar minnows so those can start falling out. All right, guys, just got out to the first reef of the morning here. So I'm going to hook a whole frozen sig on a 7/0 Mustad Ultra Point inline circle hook. Pop that right through the nose so that barb's exposed there. That's an 80-pound fluorocarbon leader, and I've got that set up on just a knocker rig for now. All right, nice reef right here. Lots of fish on it. That's what I'm looking at on the fish finder there.
Against the wind?
Oh, damn, I just got picked up on the drop. Already on the drop. Doesn't feel like a huge fish. Oh, he came off. Holy shit. Right, here's what we're gonna do. That fish was definitely a little bit on the smaller side. He was probably a nice keeper snapper, maybe in the 20-inch range, I would guess, from the fight. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut one of these cigs in half. These ones that you get in these like blue and yellow bags, they're not the best quality, but they are usually pretty large. So if you cut them in half, a lot of times you can eliminate those short strikes. Oh, grouper, nice grouper, come on, nice grouper here, guys. Just sitting there with it in his mouth, down in his little hole. Didn't even realize I was on. Oh. Come on, baby. Oh, dude, is that a mangrove? I think it's a big ass mangrove, bro.
It is a mangrove.
Holy shit, that's a stud mangrove, guys. Oh, we lost him. No, that was huge, bro. Oh my God, guys. So far, James is 0 for 2, guys. I don't know how that one came unbuttoned. This reef is freaking stacked here, guys. There we go, getting picked up. Big one. He's not as big as I thought he was. He's coming up easy now. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think it's a red grouper. Can't tell yet. What is that? Nope, another mangrove. Come on, let's get redemption. Oh no, guys. Got him. Oh no, he came out. Dang it, man. Good mangrove bite tonight. Got him. There we go. In the boat, baby. Woo! First fish of the night, guys. Solid mangrove snapper here. Heck yeah. A little bit messy with the net job there, but we got him. Nice fish to start. That's not our target species, but arguably these guys are actually tastier than American red snapper. He's got that circle hook in his bottom lip through the underside somehow. I'm not really sure how he managed that. You relax, mister. There we go. Got that Mustad Ultra Point 7/0. There we go, guys. Freaking beast of a mangrove snapper right there. I'm gonna get a quick measure on him. I think he's probably gonna be maybe like 23-ish, something like that. It's a good fish. First fish of the night, nighttime fishing out here in the Gulf. This is why we come out here, guys. Now, hopefully we could check off the American red snapper tonight too. That's what's in season right now. These guys are always in season, but these guys are delicious. Check out that crazy fish right there. Such a cool catch. All right, let's see what this big guy goes. 24 on the money. 24-inch mangrove, bro. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a stud. That's a stud there, guys. 2-foot long mangrove to start us off for the night. Hopefully it can only get better from here. That's a sweet fish. That one is coming home, so we're gonna bleed him by just cutting the base of the gills there. Oh, dang, I pulled hooks. Should have let him eat it for just a second longer. Right, getting picked up here. This isn't gonna be as big, whatever it is. It kind of feels like another mangrove, though. Get him up here and find out. Come on. What do we got here? That's a red. Not a very big one, but it's the target species. He might just barely keep, and if he's over 16, I am gonna keep him. I'm not really going for the jumbos today. Just want to get the limits and bring home the meats. It's kind of a weird shaped red snapper though. Jeez, bro. There we go. God, look at the belly on that fish, dude. Holy crap. He is huge. He is literally bloated. Like, do you see that?
Yeah, he's full of Chris's bait.
Damn, Blake. Here we go, guys. First red snapper of the night. He is not a huge one by any means, but he should be legal. But like, look at the belly on that fish. I don't know how well the GoPro effect is going to show that off, but like, that is a fat fish. So I don't know if he's like something wrong with him or if he's just that full. But god dang, guys.
Like 19 inches, but he's about 18 inches wide.
Dude, I know.
Premium bait.
The killer bee. Yeah, so he's about 19 and a half there, so not a giant, but perfect keeper snapper right there. He is going to come home with us, and that is the first one of those that we have seen tonight. And again, just kind of walk you guys through what I'm using. This is currently a 7/0 Mustad Ultra Point inline circle hook. I'll usually go with a 7/0 or a 5/0 depending on the bites that we're getting. Right now the bites are all decent, so we're going with the larger size hook. 80-pound fluorocarbon leader, 3-pound egg sinker, just in a simple knocker style rig. I've got 50-pound Power Pro braid on this. This is a 6,000 size PENN Battle 3 spinning reel on a heavy power PENN Battle 3 boat rod, 6'6". All three of these little boxes that we're fishing, they're in kind of like a triangular shape pattern out here. They're all holding fish pretty dang well right now, it seems. There we go. Doubled up, buddy. Oh, this is a big fish. This is a big fish. Oh god. Oh god. This feels like a mangrove. I think this is a mango too. Oh, he pulled. Dang, that was a good fish, guys. Just lost that one. There we go, getting picked up again here. Yeah, good little reef right here. Come on. Come on. There he is. Come on. Get the heat on him. Get the heat on him. Get up here. Oh, dude, these fish are just brutes out here tonight. Oh. I've got that drag pretty tight since we're using heavy line. That way I can just horse them up out of the reef before they have a chance to get me in there. I think this is gonna be another mangrove. Come on. Yep. Oh no, it's a red. It's a red. That's the limit of red. There we go. Yes. Oh no, he came out. Come on. Got him. There we go, guys. That is the limit of reds for the day. Heck yeah. That one's a little bit better than that first one too. Sweet. There we go. And that right there, guys, is why we come out here night fish before first light. And that is a beautiful red snapper right there. Quite a bit bigger than that first one, and that is going to make our limit of 2 Gulf red snapper. Good fish. Come on. Oh, that's a big one. I haven't had to tighten the drag anymore yet today. Kill him now. Come on. This fish is gonna whoop my butt. He's diving back for that reef. Come on. Oh. This is a big one. Come on. Jesus. Oh my God. I think he got sharked. Oh my God. A little tip for you guys here, because when you're out here reef fishing, you are going to get broke off quite a bit, is I like to pre-tie some extra rigs and just keep them in Ziploc bags here. And that way I can just quickly retie without having to do a whole rig out here on the water. I have these SIGs in here a little bit smaller, so I'm putting these on just whole nose hooking them. I'll come up right between the eyes through that skull. That way that hook has something hard to hold into. Oh, damn. I think I just lost my rig. He took it right through the reef. 2 rigs in a row gone. Let's see if we can get redemption on that. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit, and it switched straight from the south now where these storms are. So I don't know how much longer we have out here, but let's see if we can get a couple more good bites. The fish are feeding pretty dang good on this pre-storm front that we got here. God damn.
That's good. That was made day.
Yeah.
That was made day. 100%.
Yeah. That was definitely the amberjack though. That one whooped my butt. Got a whole sig on there on that knocker rig, 80-pound Flouro leader. Yeah, I think it was this reef I'm over right now is where I keep getting broke off. There it is. It's small. Probably just gonna be a ruby red lip. What do we got? Tiny red snapper. That's the trophy of the morning there. Good to see you though, man. All right guys, this is my buddy Bruce. You've seen him in a couple previous videos from snapper fishing last year, but if you guys follow me on Facebook, I recently did a little video on there kind of talking about some artwork that he does. He painted a really sweet piece for me. I'll put it up on the screen here. Y'all go check out his website. I'm gonna link it down below in the description. It's brucemerrill.com, right?
BruceMerrill.com.
BruceMerrill.com.
MERRELL.
Y'all go check them out. Amazing paintings. But yeah, they've been biting decent over here. It's not bad. There's one. This one's not very big. Small guy. Just a dinker. Just a little guy there. He's like 16 on the money. Go, hook camera right out. See you later. Grouper box right here that I didn't have marked, so I went ahead and dropped a pin on that. I'm gonna drop on it. Looks like there are some fish down there on it. What is this gonna be? Triggerfish maybe? Probably a school triggerfish tearing me up. Nope, not a triggerfish. Good fish. Spoke too soon there. Come on. Come on up here. Come on up here. It's a decent one. A little bit of an upgrade. There we go. Hey, does anyone need a snapper? Nice upgrade red snapper there. So this one is going to come home with me. I'm going to take that smaller one that I have and give it away to someone else. That one, he's probably a little bit smaller than that big one that I have in the box already, but good snapper bite out here this morning, guys. They're eating pretty dang good right now. So we're going to bleed him and get him on ice.
So after the snapper, I saw some bonita blowing up on top and decided to go investigate, because this time of year is when you can find some monster amberjacks chasing schools of bobos around, and I was curious to see if there were any underneath the bonita. I didn't find any amberjacks, but I did end up finding something just a little bit different that actually turned out to be a ton of fun. Also, you can take that little tidbit of amberjack trivia as foreshadowing for another video that I'm working on that'll be dropping next week.
Oh, come on, eat it, eat it. There we go, there we go. Ugh. Damn. God dang it. Oh, that's a shark right there. A couple of them, two sharks together actually. Dude, look at this, guys. This is a school of what look to be black-tip sharks. I'm not even sure why I'm about to do this, but at this point I'm just having fun. We've had a great day out here today, and there's a huge school of black-tip sharks literally just circling my kayak right now. There's one right here. I'm gonna drop this little cigar minnow down there and see if one of them will eat it. I don't have any leader. Oh, he's coming up to it. I don't have any leader, like steel leader or anything on, so if he does eat, we're gonna be in big trouble, but this might be fun. Oh, he's looking at it, he's looking at it. Come on, eat it, eat it, eat it. There we go. Got him. Oh, dang, dude. Let's see if we can sight fish a shark, guys. All right, drop it right down there. Yeah, guys, look at these sharks right here. Look at them. Look at these guys. There we go. Got him. We just sight fished a shark from a kayak, guys. That is one of the craziest things that I've done in a while. Perfect hook set on him right in the corner of the mouth. Oh my gosh. That was so sick. They're like perfect kayak catching size sharks too. Oh yeah. Straight to the bottom she goes. That was crazy. I feel like my reel's like loose or something. Come on, get up here. Get up here. There we go. Nice one, guys. Heck yeah. Perfect size shark to target from the kayak, which sounds really crazy because normally we don't target sharks from the kayak. That is a cool catch though. Come here, buddy. All right. He said, no thank you. He said, nope, I'm not getting in that boat. There we go. Popped him off right there. Got to keep the hook too. That was super cool. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty freaking sweet. That's the first time I've ever sight casted a shark, at least from like the kayak like this. But sometimes when you see an opportunity like that, you just gotta take it, you know? That was pretty fun. All right, I think that's enough fooling around. I'm gonna head back over towards the reefs here with the boys. That was fun. Not something I normally do, purposely trying to catch a shark on the kayak, but that was a fun size shark, you know? Give a little bit of pull, get them up nice and easy, and then self-release, so.
Good job. Proud of you.
See ya. There we go. Eat it.
I'm sleeping tomorrow.
Jesus Christ almighty. It's not that big, but he smoked that shit. Little dinker. Yeah, little dinker. Little baby. It's only like not even 8 o'clock yet.
I know. It's like we had a whole day of fishing. There you go. Get it.
He's small. At least I think he is. Oh, he's got a little weight to him. Come on. Another fish. At this point, we're just playing around anyway, so what's the use of only targeting big ones, right? Another little dinker. Look at that. A wee little baby. Yeah, that one's definitely not going to be legal. But that is okay, guys. We are putting fish on the board. Oh, thank you. Self-release. Another little baby snapper there. See you later. All right, guys. Awesome bottom bite this morning. We got 2 really nice red snapper and a really nice mangrove in the cooler. It's starting to die off a little bit. It's just getting warmer. It's like 8 o'clock right now, and that sun's really beating down. So the bite's turning off a little bit. We're still hooking up here and there, but it's mostly like small stuff. So I think we're gonna get heading back into the beach, and we'll close this video out. All right, guys, just got back up here to the beach. We did the nasty haul since that beach renourishment project. This Old Town seems like it's like 100 pounds heavier, I swear. We did it. At least it was all worth it, guys, because we got ourselves an amazing limit of our target species, American red snapper, 2 really nice ones there. And that 24-inch mangrove, man, that is the biggest mangrove that I've ever caught by far, like over a foot bigger than any mangrove I've ever caught. That is a stud of a fish. And I'm stoked that we were able to come out here and make it happen. And that's the point that I want to make to you guys before we close this video out, that if you're looking to come out here this summer while the season's open and target red snapper, come out here before sunrise. Ideally, you want to get out here around first light, when that first little bit of sunlight starts peeking over the horizon. Again, I'm not going to tell you guys to come out here in the middle of the night because it can be kind of dangerous, but if you do, you guys saw what you can expect. The bite at night is usually incredible, and it's so much fun catching these fish out there on a dead calm night when you're the only ones out there and not surrounded by a ton of other people. Definitely could not ask for a better red snapper opener. This is the best one that we've had in years. Everything worked out. Even with it being Memorial Day weekend, we were able to get out there, have the reefs all to ourselves, and the glass flat conditions, that, like, seriously, that is a unicorn event. That does not ever happen. It's amazing, man. It really is. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed, please make sure you do so. That way you don't miss out on future content. All the gear that we use will be linked down below in the description. Chris from HOOKCRAFT, I'll have his link down there too. Y'all go check him out. And again, Bruce Merrill, if you guys are interested in fine artwork, particularly wildlife and fishing artwork, go check out his paintings, brucemerrill.com. That'll be linked down below as well. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one.